Hi, Richard. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Thank you very much for letting us host us at the Medica event.
Yeah, Medica is always a good event for us, and we get to see all our, not all our distributors, but also our vendor partners. And
Yeah,
so
the
it's always a
same
good
is
time.
for us. And
Yeah.
coming here to your booth is a very exciting event for me, especially the fact that we met only last year.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you made a very wonderful and brave decision around quality. And we would like to hear a little bit about your company, a few words, and then
Yeah.
maybe we can talk about what is the biggest concern of a CEO when
Sure.
you look at the future of what happened last year and what will happen next year and how quality become a crucial part of it.
Yeah, no, so we were into the more or less high power therapy lasers, and so which are regulated, as you know, for the different boards throughout the world, and so FDA, CE, and as we started delving into manufacturing and being the manufacturer, we want to make sure that we're doing the right things, and so what that means is, one is having a strong regulatory side of it, and as we continue to grow and offer more products, what was happening is we were still on paper, and what happens when it's on paper, we can miss something, or we whatever,
Did it affect you on a day-to-day basis?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
beside the fact that getting ready into an audit
Yeah,
with the
or
paper system is
paper system, and then if we're not continually on top of the paper system, then it can get lost in the shuffle. And so prior to us meeting, we were starting to interview and work with or look at different EQMS systems, and all of them were a little bit different and didn't have the what we were looking for. And so when we met last year at Medica, you basically had covered all our wants and needs, and also it was a lot more practical, as far as there's other companies out there that charge a lot for doing less, and yours seemed to have everything,
the balance.
of what we needed. And so after that meeting, we made a choice to go forward with you and get everything going, and I believe we're almost caught up. I think it took the first 3 or 4 months to get acclimated to the system, and as we're continuing to add to it, and our people are learning it, it's been really good. And so that's one of the good things that we like. As a CEO, it's very important to make sure that we have our regulatory side, our products that are always continually, as we continually change, making sure we're up to speed, and regulatory is the big factor that sometimes many companies don't realize. And
Right. You're actually standing between two forces. On one hand, we have the regulation authorities, and globally they are a little bit different from each other.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, you have your clients and customers that you always wish to give them the best product in the highest quality.
Sure.
That's
sure.
debate
Yeah.
is requiring
and if
some responsibilities.
And if we don't, we need to know if there is some type of corrective action, or if we see a trend that's going on, and your system allows us to be able to
predict
address,
and forecast that.
So, yeah.
I see a lot of engineering, by the way. This is fascinating what you're doing here.
It's funny because I am a doctor in more in rehab chiropractic, and then I have a business degree, and so I'm not an engineer, but I will challenge an engineer.
It looks like it. I wouldn't go into the details of what this is exactly doing.
I'm a idea guy, and so we come up with the ideas, and then we just bring them to the engineers, and then we go back and forth until we come up with a new product. And so we have some really good stuff upcoming that's gonna be.
One of the things that the reason I'm saying it is because one of the things that is differentiating about Orkanos, and I want to share with you as well, that is that quality is one aspect of the problem that we try to solve. On the other hand, like you said, you're an entrepreneur. You actually come with ideas, and how we are materializing that idea. There's a very, very heavy development process. We call it design control, right?
Sure, sure.
And this is what's so unique about Okonos. We are combining a true design control platform with a true QMS platform in one single system. Basically, it saves about 3 to 4 systems. How do you see that?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's it, because sometimes I get ahead of my regulatory and I'm coming up with designs, and so now they can catch up and start and do more of the inputs in that system. So, yeah, and that's really important, instead of, like you said, 3 or 4 systems, and then then you have to go to one system to another system to another system. So this makes it very easy, and it puts it all together in one big. It's an idea.
This is exactly, this is the idea about Okonos, bringing everything together.
Sure.
Thank you very much, Richard. I appreciate your time sharing that information for us and for our audience.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful doing business with you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.